won't you lay here with me? Baby, there's no plan for the wicked. There is no goal for the longing heart. Just an
Hi everyone, welcome back to Jessie at Home. I am going to be refreshing my outdoor kitchen. I call it the cabana, poolside cabana, and I'm just showing you what we started with way back in 2020 when we bought this house. This cabana was already here and it was ugly. Very grateful for it, but I immediately wanted to throw some color. The color is Crucible by Valspar, and I painted the top half white to make it light and bright, but this is what we ended up with, and we stayed like that until 2021 when we added a hood vent, as you can see in the back, and it is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And our grill just recently went up, so we are going to be replacing the hood vent, because if you're in a covered pavilion like we are, you should have some kind of ventilation. So we added a hood vent to help with like the smoke and stuff. And as you can see, this gets so nasty because it is open to the elements. I didn't do a good job of cleaning it up last year in the fall. The ceiling fans are covered with black soot. There's a lot of black soot everywhere. It's just a hot mess. So before I can do any like renovations, we need to get this place decluttered and cleaned up. So first things first is I'm going to get rid of some of the stuff, some of the random stuff we have just lying around out here. And then I am going to get started on cleaning these ceiling fans. And I have previously in the past took the blades down and did it that way, but I feel like it takes twice as long. I've become really efficient. I'm just using some hot water and some OxyClean. Ooh, as you can see right here, it was just covered in black soot. Our grill is 15 years old, or even older than that. And we tried to like rehab it, I think in 2020 or 2021, and we replaced some of the valves or like whatever, but it finally went kaput and it overheats. Like, it doesn't stay at the temperature that we set it to. It got so bad that we couldn't even open up the top of the grill with our bare hands. We had to use oven mitts to turn the knobs and lift the grill out. I was so afraid that it was going to catch our cabana on fire that this year we decided to just go ahead and do like a mini makeover. I wanted to do a whole entire makeover, but time just slipped away from us, and we're just going to refresh the areas that need to be refreshed. Eventually we want to take out this like drop ceiling we have in here and have the ceiling vaulted. I think that's going to look really, really beautiful. And we want to reconfigure storage, and I want a bigger sink, and we have like these windows that kind of lever out. Look at that water. It was so disgusting. And we want to just basically make this thing a little bit more efficient for the way that we use the space. And these ceiling fans, whew, they have been through a lot. I really want to get rid of them and get some nice bigger ones for the space. I hate this overhang of the bar. Like, the whole space feels like it's coming down on you, when it could feel so much bigger if we vaulted the ceiling. So for now, I am just using my mop to get most of the dirt off of it, but I am gonna have to get up there and scrub it by hand. So it's a hot, disgusting, not a fun job to clean all of these. Just like, it's annoying because you have to clean every single groove. So you see that the ceiling is grooved. I have to get in there by hand and clean all of the grooves. There's like a faux beadboard where the recessed lighting is. I have to get in there and clean each groove by hand. The tile countertops, I have to clean each small grout line. It's just very tedious to get this ready for the season. But my baby boy is turning 3 next week, so I have to get out here in the heat and get her done so we can have an awesome party.
Another day to be with you, when everything ends, it's a brand new start. Baby, there's no plan for the wicked. Darker are the days for the bitter ones. Baby, I'm just happy to be with you.
Now, I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining, because I am very happy and grateful that I have this amazing outdoor space. And we've been living here for 4 years already. But this is our 5th summer in the house, and just, it's super tedious to keep this clean. So I've been like brainstorming and researching and, figuring out what materials is going to make it better to clean out here for the 4 seasons that we do have here in Maryland, and just make it a little bit easier to maintain, different materials and different layouts, and maybe enclose this portion so that it doesn't, stand out to the elements as much as this place has been. So even though we are getting rid of this grill, it was covered in like pollen and dust. So I'm just going to wipe it down just so that we don't get all the pollen and dust all over us. Of course, the weekend that we were dedicating to getting all of this cleaned up, it was in the mid 90s. The humidity was off the charts. I was sitting there, as you can see, just the sweat was dripping off of me, but it has to get done because, like I said, we're throwing a huge party. I am also super grateful for the range hood that we had out here, but my husband built it on his own and he didn't really listen to the design that I wanted. So now that we have time, we're taking it down and we're going to redo it to how I wanted it in the first place. Gotta love him, but if I don't give him a detailed like plan or blueprint, he doesn't really like think outside the box. Basically what he did was give me a box, and to save money we used an under cabinet vent hood, but it is high. It has super high CFMs, so I think to calculate how much CFMs you need, you have to go by BTUs. I'm sorry, I'm throwing out a bunch of abbreviations. Anyway, even though that's an under cabinet one, it was strong enough for, to suck the grease and the smoke out. So it did help us a ton, kind of like vent the grill smoke out of the cabana. But as you can see, like everything is super dirty. The floor beams are kind of rotting. But there's nothing we can kind of do about it right now. So we're doing a temporary thing of we had to get a new grill. Absolutely had to. So we're just going to make it work. I also got a smaller grill. It still has a rotisserie. It's super, super fancy, but it's about 7 inches smaller than the one we had here previously. So these are expensive. So in order to save money, I just got a smaller one. So we're going to pop it in here temporarily. I can't believe we're doing all this work temporarily because we are going to be ripping all of this out next year. But you got to do what you got to do. We needed a new grill. We had to do this stuff. I guess it's content for you guys, but when we rebuild this cabana, I'm going to be using metal studs and block and stuff like that instead of wood, because we have a problem with like water back here. And we don't have a floor drain in this section of the cabana. We do have one out front in front of the where the island is. So to make it better, we're just going to rip it out and reconfigure. Luckily, we had a couple full sheets of the same tile, so it's going to end up looking pretty seamless. We also have heat tape going around, and we pretty much do things by the book. My husband is licensed to do electricity, plumbing, HVAC, refrigeration, all of that good stuff. So I'm not licensed to do anything, but I'm pretty good at tiling. So I wanted to lay everything out and see what kind of gaps we had. As you can see, there's just a half a tile in the back, and I decided to put that half a tile space in the back because you're not going to really see it. That way we could get full tiles around the grill. So have everything laid out, and now it's time to stick it on.
You're still with me all the time. Oh, how long will I have to wait? How long have we been too late?
I could not find the tool to put on the mastic, so I know you're supposed to have air bubbles, so I created grooves so that way, you know, it mimicked the trowel lines. Sometimes you gotta compromise. And the best thing about this is we're doing this super affordable because we already had some of the mastic left over from when we tiled our backsplash in our kitchen. Like I said, we had leftover tile upstairs in our shop that they, you know, the previous homeowners left us. And so we were able to like do this on an extreme budget. Obviously the grill costs money, but everything else, we either used scraps, paint we already had, materials we already had, and so we kept this very budget friendly and low cost. So this is a 30-inch grill. It is super fancy. We have LED indicators on the knobs. It turns on so smoothly. It also has a infrared heat in the back, and you can do the rotisserie chicken or rotisserie whatever you want on there. So it's pretty much the same grill that we had before, just slightly smaller. But I don't think it's going to make a huge difference in this space. We had to recut the trim face, but once I paint everything, it's going to be pretty seamless and it's going to look really good. We opted to not butt this up close to the sides because on the grill there's venting. We wanted the grill to have plenty of air. We also changed out that lighting. I bought a new LED light to go up on the front of the cabana as well because that was kind of rusting. I already had this paint. This paint is the Crucible by Valspar. We did have to buy new wood fronts. My husband replaced all of this front except for the door under the grill, the access panel under the grill. We bought a new sheet of, I guess, siding, like wood siding or fiberboard siding, whatever it is. And that was pretty inexpensive. I think it was like $30 or something. But I'm painting it all so it will be match and pretty seamless.
Still with me all the time. How long will I have to wait? How long have we been
I think there used to be a mini fridge in this hole, but we use that hole to, we usually put a trash can right there for the cook. And we have that big double refrigerator that my husband upcycled from Starbucks, one of his jobs that he did when they changed out the refrigeration for them. So we luckily get to keep the ones that aren't quite working well, and my husband can fix it, and then we get to use it. So I have a under the counter double refrigerator that I love, and eventually we're going to enclose it into under the counter when we redo the space. But for now, this hole just kind of sits empty, and I put a regular standard kitchen trash can under there. The new thing that I bought for seating is this really inexpensive table. I got it from Walmart. I believe it was $50 or $60. It's pub height table. It's really tiny. And I'm going to steal 2 of my chairs from the bar area here just to have another extra seating space. After much detailed explanation, my husband managed to build exactly what I had in my mind. Just a simple box for to cover all of the ugly stuff, like the vent and everything. And this can easily just be popped off if need be. It's just held on by brad nails. But I'm painting it white so it will just kind of blend into the rest of the white that I have on the upper walls. A lot of the nitpicky stuff I had to end up doing after the baby went to bed, and I can't believe that it's staying light out till like 9:30 at night. So I can put on my audiobook, I can listen to that or music while I am out here working with plenty of daylight left. This poor table I bought 4 years ago, I think, or 3 years ago, and it's just really rusted really badly this year. So my husband sanded down all of the rust spots, and we put a can of primer on it, so hopefully it will help and prevent rust. And then I go over it with this hammered Krylon. So my husband ended up doing the primer, and I ended up doing the hammered finish, and it looks like it looks like I'm not doing a good job, but I ended up putting one of those sprayer handles on it, and then it ended up becoming super smooth. So I'll let you see me struggling here, but I'll show you how smooth it came out in the after shot. He got these yellow brown eyes and the smile on his face when he tells. I also bought a new storage container for all of the pool floats, because all of the pool floats ended up just crowding up the cabana, and I really wanted these for a long time, and they were kind of expensive, $70, $80. And I've been kind of stalking this one for a while on my wish list, and then I got a notification that it was on sale, so I got this one for around $40 something, and I absolutely love it. It has wheels so you can move things around. It has pockets on each side, so now all of these pool floats have a place, and we can kind of keep it a little bit more organized and make it look less messy.
He wants me from the feelings I can hide when I dance and I sway with his arms tight around me. And sure, I mess it up a little later on, but just for now I'll keep dancing.
So these chairs that I'm wiping down right now, I bought them from Lowe's, and they're inside chairs. But I sprayed the seat with that waterproof, sunproof spray that you can spray to kind of help your outdoor furniture last a little bit longer. And I keep these outside all year long, and they have been doing wonderful. So, you know, it was more affordable to buy interior bar stools than it was to buy outdoor furniture. Like, it's crazy. Just because it's outdoor, it costs so much more. These two chairs I did buy at Lowe's. They are outdoor furniture, but they're really like awesome. I originally bought them for the bar top, but the bar at the island bar was too high for it, so I ended up getting that chair that we redid as well. I am sweeping because even though I can use my blower out here, I just didn't want to blow the dust everywhere, so I'm sweeping the majority of the dust and dirt and getting it swept into the backyard. And then I'll come through with the leaf blower and then blow any of the fine stuff so that I don't blow a ton of dirt around.
Feels like the ceiling is high in this club, 'cause right now every move gets me soaring. And when the music's so loud, I can't speak, but I sure like to feel it when he's near me. Now ain't it typical? I'm so predictable, but just for now, I'll keep dancing. Here with these yellow brown eyes and the smile at this point really gets me excited, excited. Excited. So vibrant.
My parents actually got me these two planters for my birthday way back in April, and I knew I wanted to use them for when I redid the cabana or refreshed the cabana. So I'm just adding weed fabric along the inside so that I'm creating a nice well-drained containment environment for all the soil and the plants. I really like how it turned out. I was unsure because there's slits all over. I didn't want the dirt and stuff to fall out, so I'm creating just a really nice bag for the dirt and the stuff to grow and thrive. But I really like it. I think it's going to look really cute by the cabana, and I'm going to be putting some citronella plants in there. I had a couple baby ones that I had up on the deck, and then I have two more in the pots down by the steps. So I took the two smaller ones that are in smaller pots, and I'm going to be transplanting them in these big pots. That way I can have some mosquito deterrent. I feel like it does work. I get these citronellas every single year. And it really does help cut down on the bugs, I feel like, around the patio and the pool area. I'm trying to convince my husband to let me get a greenhouse so I can put all of my tropical plants in there. That way I don't have to buy them every year. But this was really, really heavy with the planter. I kind of tweaked my back carrying these around. Of course, I have my little helper Malcolm following me around, wondering what I'm doing all the time. But I think these turned out really super cute. A couple signs to put up around the cabana, and I have two more, this barbecue sign and this big round one that I'm going to put up on the peak under the new light. They haven't gotten here yet, so just imagine them where I said they're going to go in this video. I would love to get a bunch of vintage inspired tins to put up haphazardly all around in the cabana, just to give it kind of a resort, tucked away, lived in kind of vibe, and just have fun. I like word art and I like all that kind of stuff, so I kind of like like to lean into like the tacky and whimsical outside versus, you know, perfect, like picture perfect. I am happy, and this place is ready for some guests. I have some mosquito repellent tiki torches on the tables. All of my pool floats are ready. Everything is clean. I worked so hard to get it so clean out here, and then once we have the party, it's going to be a hot mess again, but just know that it started out super clean, and I have all my tools ready for grilling. I have all of my insect repellent. I love this. It says take your top off. That's a bottle top, and we put the bottle caps into this glass fish. And as I look around my backyard, I am just so happy with how it all turned out. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. And I have several videos about the outside of my house that I've just done recently. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.